statue, we can bring that in. I got a porcelain duck. We're starting now. I'm just gonna start. I mean, this is the beginning.
So, should we do any sort of introduction here? Because everybody should know who I am, and that someone is Snarbu.
Well,
I'm 5th Ranger and Special Guest Abominator.
there's already five.
Or 6th Ranger. I have.
Yeah, there's.
Rangers.
Okay, we got a phone call. We're getting a phone call.
Hey, glad you came back.
So
for
be
another
quiet,
night.
basically.
I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We found some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right now. So let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire. When the place opens, people will come in at the opposite end of the building and work their way toward you, then past you, and out the exit. Yeah, you've officially become part of the attraction. You'll be starring as the security guard. So not only will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out in the corner, but you'll also be a part of the show. It'll make it feel really authentic, I think.
So has the phone call ended yet?
What's new?
Nah.
We found another set of drawings, always nice, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Then again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found...
Whoops, I clicked out of the thing. That's gonna happen a lot.
Watch the fingers. Right now the place is basically...
And I'm Mr. Argent. I was not aware I was muted.
Props. I honestly thought we'd
Perfect
have more
timing.
by now. If we don't have something really cool by next week, then we may have to do
I'm fashionably late.
Make you walk around saying, boo. But, you know, like
So far I see you messing with the camera system that seems a lot more involved.
Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says it was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something.
I kind of like that curving effect they applied to the background, but it looks kind of fake at the same time. Like, it
That's a
makes
panorama effect,
yeah.
yes. They're basically panning a still image across the screen, and it's slightly curved.
It looks really flat, because it is really flat. But considering what they were working with,
Over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to reboot any systems that may go offline. In trying to make the place feel vintage, we may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional. Yeah, I wasn't joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important thing you want to watch for is the ventilation. Look, this place will give you the spooks, man, and if you let that ventilation go offline, then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing. Okay, keep an eye on things, and we'll try to have something new for you tomorrow night.
Okay, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm probably gonna get murdered.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's like a horror attraction now.
So it's
Right.
actually it's gone extremely meta. It's
So I guess the actual restaurant doesn't exist anymore. That's kind of interesting.
No, yeah,
the
been
PR
decommissioned.
Nightmare. Yeah, the PR Nightmare basically closed the place down.
apparently
It's unrealistic.
well, apparently killing a bunch of children and a bunch of security guards was not good.
Yeah, it's not conducive to business. Also, the pizza's probably terrible. Thing is, the first two games were either set in the late 80s or the early 90s. This one's actually set in the near future, apparently.
In the far-flung year of 2020.
Okay.
Actually, it's supposed to be more like 2017, apparently.
So I haven't actually. Right. That was weird. Okay, so you just. Is your first day actually just learning the camera system?
Probably.
Or is
So I
that.
wonder what...
Is that like
I'm
a.
sorry.
It's doing a thing? Oh, it's a.
I would...
What? Oh, it's a minigame. We got a
Oh, it's an
minigame.
interlude screen, like in... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So does that mean I died? Because last time you got interludes when you died. Right, well... I guess we're playing this then.
Yeah, Purple Man Follow Quest, which this series has some symbolism with purple. I don't know if I should explain that or not, but...
Era.
Really? Does it really?
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, all the really bad things tend to be
Oh
purple.
god. I got killed by fucking... What's... Is there a purple Grover? I don't think there's a purple Grover, but if there is...
That's a... Actually, I know the symbolism with all this. but I don't know if I should spoil it or
Wait,
not.
you
Please
already
do
won?
not spoil it if at all
that was
possible.
fast.
Okay.
Because I care
I'll
very
say-
deeply
Yeah,
about the rich lore
that's not part of the
Scott Cawthon has
game.
been using for.
The game could not
Oh.
handle this thing. So-
I'll say this much though. In this series, purple tends to not be associated with nice things.
Okay, well that was the end of that. That was Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I hope you enjoyed it. It was
Good game.
yeah, it's a good experience. It's only $7, and you too can experience a Crash the Desktop Simulator. It's an excellent game. 11 out of
If I had to guess,
10.
it's probably the streaming software
Made
that's
me
doing
vomit
that.
my entire pants up.
Mhm.
That's the that's my final
Yeah,
rating. High
It was a
quality.
pretty good time. There was panning around. There was a
Yeah.
green moldering rabbit. There was crashing the desktop.
There was a texture stretched across a cylinder that had been hollowed out. That was the highlight of
Yeah,
the
it-
occasion. I seal the
There
door.
was,
Okay,
there was a surfer dude.
let's give this one more shot to see if it can survive the streaming process. Because, I mean, why not?
Do we want to do like a formal introduction this time, or do we want to actually?
Well, no, I can start on day 2 apparently. So we'll keep going. That was accurate to what the game is.
That is true to the game experience. Is it crashing?
Okay,
horribly
he's
all
gonna
the time,
talk now.
forever?
Here we go.
Hey man, okay, I have some awesome news for you. First of all, we found some vintage audio training cassettes. Dude, these are like prehistoric. I think they were like training tapes for like other employees or something like that. So I thought we could like have them playing like over the speakers as people walk through the attraction. Dude, that makes us feel legit, man. But I have an even better surprise for you. You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one. Gotta go, man. Well, look, it's in there somewhere. I'm sure you'll see it. Okay, I'll leave you with some of this great audio that I found. Talk to you later, man. Hello? Welcome to your new career as a performer/entertainer for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. These tapes will provide you with much-needed information on how to handle/climb into/climb out of mascot costumes. Right now, we have 2 specially designed suits that double as both animatronics and pay close attention while learning how to operate
That was a thing.
as accidents
Oh, hi, Mark.
/death/irreparable and grotesque maiming can occur.
Looks like you gotta reboot the
First,
system.
we'll discuss how to operate the mascots when they are
Yeah,
in
the auditory
animatronic
hallucinations
form.
show up
For
if you
ease of operation,
misventilate.
animatronics are set to turn and walk towards sound machines.
So now they fake you out instead of just killing you?
Yeah, but I think that's actually controlled by the ventilation system or something, like something just to keep you from keeping the vents closed all the time or something.
Insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer.
At least if I had to guess, that's how things work. I actually don't have that much background, but
around the sides of the suit, providing room to climb inside. Please make sure the spring locks are fastened tight to ensure the animatronic devices remain fixed. We will cover this in more detail in tomorrow's session. Remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
So how the I can't quite get a handle of the mechanics just yet.
Well,
'Cause I noticed there's the camera system and the vent system, and then there's the play audio.
yeah, I mean, I'm assuming I'm just gonna die at some point. That was kind of my general assumption. I mean, I guess you had a complaint about the first. Well, there was a thing there, right? There was a thing.
I'm behind the stream, so I can't tell.
Well, you guys will be able to see a thing when the thing happens. I feel like I keep accidentally pressing the play audio button, and I'm not supposed to be. So that's not going. Crap! I keep pressing it. Well, because you had a complaint about the first game that it sort of sat there and told you absolutely everything, and it was really kind of tedious in that regard.
Yeah.
Well, this game didn't. It had a lot of words, but it didn't explain anything. It's sort of gone for a. Well, I think I'm dead. Oh no! Wait, maybe. All right. Well. There's Well.
Yeah, I see that.
hey,
Yeah.
there's Moldy Marcus.
That's
Did I?
No, but maybe. I think I'm about to.
Moldy
Seems
Marcus,
like
the
things
gross
are a
ass
lot
rabbit.
more unclear in this game.
It's very unclear. Oh, well, at least, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna die.
Okay, you're not dead, that's good.
Well, I might be.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is more scripted than the previous games, because I'm noticing
That was,
so far.
yeah, that's what I was thinking right now. Was, what are we doing here in terms of scripting? Oh, I got a head and I don't know how to fix that.
Got ahead in life.
Whatever. I'm gonna die, I guess? I don't know what to
can
do
you,
about this. Anyone got any suggestions?
Punch him in the nose, that'll do it.
I don't know. Is there something that's supposed to attract his attention or to distract him?
I could go press the
Just,
play
use your-
audio. Ah, there we go. Alright.
Use your,
Yeah, you got
use
me.
your sick kung fu moves on it.
I guess you have to stare him down or something? I don't know, that's weird.
Yeah. Well, that was the game. Okay.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I
So
don't
how
know
do you
what I was
avoid it?
doing, and I was doing it.
Can you click on the door again? Would that do anything?
Is there a door button? We'll press load game. I mean, let's
We'll
give
listen
it.
to that big wall of talking.
I don't
See
care
if
about that.
maybe-
You can't actually skip the talking this time, though. There's no skip audio button. Oh, it crashed again. I'm gonna assume it's a stream, but it would be really hilarious if it just kept crashing for no reason.
I can check the Steam forums real quick. See if there's any complaints about that. Wait, what's this?
Okay. Well, I do know that I kind of had to, really push it to get the thing to stay up here in the corner. Down here in the
By the way, I
corner.
noticed you have Legend of Korra. How'd you like that?
Legend of Korra? Ah, it's alright.
Desktop.
Hey man, okay. I had
Oh, there is a mute call
notice.
button. Okay, bye guy. Yeah. There's an exit. I don't know. You get to type on the keyboard a lot. Someone was typing on the keyboard. I mean, I know who it was. Mr. Loud Typey.
I'm on mute.
I know who is this snob who he's typing onto the Steam. Saying,
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah. I mean, I like this one more than the second game because it's not a piece of shit. That's my first. That'll be my main review thing. It's better than the second game because it's not a piece of shit. I mean, it seems like it could be really scripted, but there's a lot more stuff. I can't quite tell if there's like things in the actual backgrounds and stuff. Because I mean, there are definitely like cues. I'm just gonna. What is it? I'm gonna press reboot all. What happens? Like, do you get punished for rebooting? Let's find out. Does that kill everyone if you reboot all? Does it take longer? It's taking longer. I don't know what it does. So, criticism? No frickin' idea what's going on. Not even a little bit.
Okay, I'm looking at the Steam forums here, and it says that there are a couple reports of crashing the game, that the game's a little bit crashing, or crash happy, rather.
Well, my computer has a tendency to amplify that sort of thing. But...
Yeah, someone's saying it crashes while they play, so I assume it can happen at any time.
that would
I
be
can't tell
annoying.
what you're doing here. Well, I can't. The camera feeds are obviously going to be, kind of mucked up a little bit from the stream.
Not
But
too
I can't
much.
see anything on the actual cameras.
Yeah, no, there really isn't much on the cameras,
I'm not seeing anything on the in the vents either. I'm not sure even
No, I haven't...
closing the vents does.
Oh, dang it! Dang it! Yes, it's out already. Go away.
Oh, I
This
thought
is the
Multigun
greatest
showed up
stream
again.
ever.
Thanks, jackass! I forgot. He's a good friend of mine, and I forgot to turn the thing off to...
Were
So
the
that
two
your good
games this
friends
unstable?
wouldn't bother you. I see.
Well, he keeps up. He doesn't like the games, but he doesn't mind the Tumblr fan art community.
So,
Ah, okay.
Was the other two games just unstable?
No.
No, the first game had a crash with Golden Freddy or something. Whether that was intentional or not, I don't know.
I think that was intentional
Hey!
because the Android port also does something kind of similar. Oh, sorry.
No, it's not
Oh,
your fault.
hello.
It did a thing.
The system has to reboot now.
Yeah, you gotta fix the ventilation. But I don't know what connects that to anything else, and I'm not really picking up on it.
Right, I'm not sure how you get... Were you supposed to block something from moving through the ventilation? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
And it
I don't
punishes you by making you reboot? Like, the mechanics here seem very weird. Like, I get what's going on here with the camera.
Yeah.
Well, I get what's going on with the camera. You check the cameras. You can check the vents too, and you can close the vents. You can play
I don't
audio.
know.
I assume that's to keep something at bay, but I'm not seeing anything on the cameras. The behavior of the animatronic is very strange.
If there is behavior.
Like, are you supposed to? Are you supposed to react to it a specific way? Now, is it scripted? Because it did that weird scare cam thing or the weird jump scare.
And that
thing
was
twice.
the ventilation was broke.
Right. So I assume this is scripted now or something. Like
You
have to
guys
respond to the
might
game in a
have
specific way.
Hello.
You guys might have some trouble seeing this, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Moldy Magruder. Feel it.
Double click on it to close the vent, I guess.
I closed it, but I don't think I closed it in time.
Nope. He's moved.
Well, AC was right there. I don't know how to deal with him. How do you deal with that?
Just keep staring at him? I don't know.
Does the audio
Well,
do
it's
anything?
5 a.m., so let's just kick our feet up and see what happens. I think I lost an hour. So, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, I'd say.
My plot to kill a security guard with a moldy rabbit isn't going very well.
But I am wondering.
I can't figure out.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how to control this thing. He can't figure out how to control his stuff.
I want to say
nobody has any idea what's going on.
I really like the design of those lights up there. Those are some good lights.
Those are some. Yeah, they're
the floodlights.
My thing's blinking, so I'm gonna.
I like that guitar on the box of crap.
Oh, he killed me.
Probably going to die.
Yeah. He showed up and then he killed me.
This sure is a game, a very weird, unknown, strange, I can't understand how this game works sort of game. But...
Yeah, I didn't really follow anything that happened. I did see him once in the vents, and then I didn't remember how to close them properly, because it's kind of a little bit unintuitive. Basically, to close the vents, you double-click the camera.
Right.
Rather than just click the vent light, which to me would, that's the...
You would have had more control over the vents, too, that way.
Yeah, but, I mean, it might be a restriction on the multimedia program. Well, let's see if it crashes again. I'm willing to... I don't know. Nothing is making sense here. Nothing is doing anything. Someone throw me a bone here, you know?
It looks really nice, I'll say that. It doesn't look cheap.
Well, it looks...
Yeah.
Every part of this is everything that the second game should have been. Instead of just make the game bigger and worse and fill it with meaningless... Oh my goodness, there's a bunny. He's right there.
Hi.
How do you...
It seems like it's going more back to the first game, I guess.
How do you do this? I'm looking right at him.
They kind of took the opposite approach and just simplified it considerably.
You played audio, though, I noticed, and it actually plays it at that spot in the camera.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to keep him at bay?
Though that's why I pressed
moved.
audio. Is he did he move here? Is that his eye? It might be.
It looks like his eyeball.
Well...
Play him some music.
I did.
He wants to hear Born to Be Wild.
I pressed play audio. I'm gonna switch to the map, just have a squidge around here.
Yeah, he wants the sick tunes.
Yeah, that was definitely his eyeball. We had some... Oh, he's back over here now. So is he actually here and he just plays a lot harder to get?
Hello.
Hello, baby. How you doing, bunny boy?
Friggin' moldy Bonnie.
Well, it's actually all the suits combined, as far as I can tell. They had only so many parts left.
Yeah.
So they just kind of squished
Oh, there
all
he
together.
is.
Wait,
He's up there in the corner. Hey, babes.
Hmm.
Is he the only animatronic?
Yes,
the only complete one.
I have to wonder if Scott played Resident Evil 3 because it's the same sort of idea, a single threat that constantly stalks you throughout the game.
Well, I mean,
you
it's
only have
certainly...
to manage one.
Actually, I do know what's up here, but I can't really say it.
Yeah, I would prefer if you've actually read what's going on to not spill the beans, because
I can tell you what's not going on though.
As long as it's nothing
secret,
outlandish, yeah.
There isn't a secret minigame where you take control of Moldy Vonnie, jump into a Ferrari, and recreate the events of Outrun with it.
I definitely consider playing that one. That would be pretty fun.
That is not part of this game, yeah.
Now, the thing I don't know is how to prevent horrible death. You don't have a door button, so I assume the point of this is actually to prevent him from reaching you? That kind of is what I'm feeling is the direction this is going in. But I don't know
Seems like when he's there,
how to do that.
I don't know if you can prevent him from... I think you have to manage it a specific way.
Oh, video error.
Hello.
I'm gonna get horribly killed. Reboot the camera system. I'm wondering if the fact that he's done all this extra stuff, has made a difference to... Hey! Go away, you turnip.
So it looks like if you see that thing on the camera, you need to switch away, or else the ventilation system will crash.
I don't know if you can switch away, to be perfectly honest. I think that you're just, I'll try it next time if he shows up. I'll try switching it, but...
So there's already a twist with this. Why did you spoil that, Arjun? Did a friend of yours just casually mention it, or did you actually look it up?
Oh, well, wait, revealing what specifically?
Well, no, you seem to know more about this game.
Oh,
information on it.
Arjun, I think.
Admittedly, when I really want to play a game but I can't, I just look up all the spoilers so I get all the good stuff without paying for it. Because really, when you play games, it's slowly to learn the spoilers.
There's more to it than that, though. Like it's the journey, not the destination. The spoilers are.
Well, no, I've noticed it's especially common with horror games because it does take a certain kind of metal to sort of.
Right, people get easily scared. I totally understand that. They're invested in the storyline, but they don't want to have the scares with it.
I mean, I'm terrified
also, to be honest,
at the moment.
playing this would take
fucking
time.
Jumping out of my skin here, so.
Oh
no, he's there! Go away!
Wow.
Go away!
Why should I
go
play this
away?
Game? Or why should I play this game and just
I don't know how to get rid of him.
Myself when I can just read the wiki and all the
guess
answers
you just have
right
to stare him down? I don't know.
I'll click him. Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Is there nothing on the screen you can click, close the door or something?
No. Oh,
because as soon as he tries to look away or bring up the camera, he's gonna die.
You can accidentally minimize to desktop because this still doesn't lock the
mouse.
The mouse,
Are you getting through the vent? Are you supposed to see all the vents so you don't go through them?
See, now it's blinking red because something's gone down, which means that presumably it's gonna kill me with some other means. So let's find out what happens because I can't look away because I got this Freddy head here, or whatever. It's oh, the power's gonna go out and then he's gonna jump me. Yeah, right, because one of the settings was lights or something, isn't it?
There's only 3. There's a video, ventilation, and audio, but I guess they're all tied to the same power system, so you have to reboot it.
Yeah, and that means that you die when you don't reboot it. But I don't know what we're doing here. I still don't follow the game component. It hasn't.
Maybe you should start over again from the new game. Does it explain anything on the first night? It runs you through the systems, doesn't it?
It goes on for a while. I mean, Argent came in and started talking, but
sorry about that.
I didn't really get that there was much going on. We'll give it a fair chance. All right, we'll press new game and we'll listen to this again. See if we can.
I'm actually going to step out for a bit and just let you listen to that because I don't want to distract you. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep my pie hole shut this time.
Well, if everyone's just quiet, we'll just we'll watch the game crash to desktop again. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Wow. Welcome back to my desktop, everybody. Let's get the game going again.
On the upshot, that dog looks pretty cool.
Yeah, well...
I bet that's a cool dog.
I bet you he's dead. I'm sorry, but these photos are like from 2000, I think.
Yeah.
That's a sad story about the dogs and photos. Anyway, moving on. We're back on this thing, and my compatriots are going to be quiet this time, and I'm not going to talk too much, so we'll try and work out what shit's going on.
Glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We found some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right now. So let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire. When the place opens, people will come in at the opposite end of the building and work their way toward you, then past you, and out the exit. Yeah, you've officially become part of the attraction. You'll be starring as the security guard. So not only will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out in the corner, but you'll also be a part of the show. It'll make it feel really authentic, I think. Now let me tell you about what's new. We found another set of drawings, always nice, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Then again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found a desk fan, very old school, metal though. Watch the fingers. Right now the place is basically just, you know, flashing lights and spooky props. I honestly thought we'd have more by now. If we don't have something really cool by next week, then we may have to suit you up in a furry suit and make you walk around saying, boo. But, you know, like I said, we're trying to track down a good lead right now. Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says it was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something like that. So, we're going to take a peek and see what we can find. For now, just get comfortable with the new setup. You can check the security cameras over to your right with the click of that blue button. You can toggle between the hall cams and the vent cams. Then over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to reboot any systems that may go offline. In trying to make the place feel vintage, we may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional. Yeah, I wasn't joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important thing you want to watch for is the ventilation. Look, this place will give you the spooks, man, and if you let that ventilation go offline, then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing. Okay, keep an eye on things, and we'll try to have something new for you tomorrow night.
Okay, that was the end of the audio that has been completely uninterrupted this time. Not really...
Sorry about earlier, by the way.
That's fine, man. Not really revealing how the hell we were supposed to solve the puzzle of dying constantly. Other than, I'm guessing the, Mr... I don't know. What are they... I'm sure they've given him a name already. Freddy, Bonnie, Face.
I just usually call him Maximum Bonnie, but there was technically a name. Yeah. I can specify that if you want me to, but it's not really a spoiler, but it doesn't really, it's not that significant, you know?
Well, Maximum Bonnie's fine for the purposes of the video.
200% Bonnie?
Yeah, like, you know, new Bonnie, it's like new rock. Everyone loves it for about a week, and then everyone hates it forever.
Mold Master
It's a glorious waste of Ron Perlman. That's the best way to put New Rock. That's the best way to summarize it.
Cause yeah, like, the main explanation with the video was that, the audio just then was that, I guess he's gonna start somewhere around this exit area, and then he moves his way through to the bottom, and then he comes, then, I don't know, like, apparently if the ventilation system goes down, you die. I think that's the, that's what was clarified in the audio. Okay, so this one is a static thing, so this is definitely, like, this happened last time as well, so you have to engage in this Freddy Fazbear minigame, where I deliberately go the wrong way now, just to fuck up completely. No, I'm not gonna follow you, I'm just gonna screw up. It's my life.
Grim Purple Man. There are letters on the wall, they say...
You know, what I found interesting about his choice of digital representation here is that this doesn't represent anything. There's no system that looked remotely like this. The closest...
It's like halfway between an Atari 2600 and the ColecoVision or something. It's
this looks
vaguely
actually
in that sort of style.
Actually, this seems, aside from the overly detailed floor texture, this almost seems like something the Intellivision could do, actually, if you simplified the colors a bit and got rid of that checkerboard background.
Oh no, I got error. I gotta run from Purple Man. Oh shit, it's the Yeti. Press K?
From Ski Free?
Yeah! You gotta go faster, man!
Look at his smarmy purple face, he's just like...
Yeah,
so is this the true horror behind everything, is the purple Yeti from Ski Free?
I am purple! And they're menacing!
I'm hoping that's the real story behind all this. Scott's just like, I really like Ski Free, but that Yeti, man, that Yeti's some dark shit.
I have to go start like a barbecue, which is not a good way to, I'm just gonna step off. I'm just gonna leave the screen up, and you guys can see if anything happens.
And, yeah...
Well, it's your funeral, but okay.
I'll be back in a second.
It's a little known fact that in the years before its closure, Fazbear Pizza moved into the barbecue industry,
Man,
and
I wish I could be having some barbecue
was
right now, but it's the middle of winter, you asshole.
Thing. Problem is, voice synthesizers are also very costly, but they're just more CPU friendly than PCM. PCM's still pretty interesting tech, though. Like, I think I might have mentioned this once, but it was actually developed with a digital phone. Oh, hi, Mark.
Well, it's gonna happen eventually. Game over.
Snake! Snake! Snake!
You've created a time paradox!
So, looks like I wasn't successful in my no-effort run.
So here's what happens, okay?
Yeah.
So if any of the systems dies...
Yes!
It just does a floodlight thing until you reboot the system. Like, it just keeps flashing the lights on and off. And then, obviously, you'll die if it sees you, so...
Yeah,
that's why you need to reboot the system. Apparently, that is their version of the power out. But you have a little bit more of a grace period. It took ages before you actually were killed by it. So
it's probably because does it actually have to be in position to kill you? Because with the power outage in the other ones, in the first one, a power outage was instant death.
It depended on what time of night it was and some other factors, but yes.
Okay, there's two... Alright, in the first one, as far as I know, it was instant death, but you had... If you didn't move your mouse, you got about 30 seconds, I think, before you died. It was just, you would definitely die after 30 seconds or whatever.
So, right, if you were right at the tail end of a night, you could survive that way.
Yes, but if you...
Just by letting him play his entire, little tune.
Yeah, and I believe in the second game, which is a pile of crap, I'm gonna keep saying that until people agree with me. In the second game, I believe you were, in the second game, it was Mangle! Hey, he's there!
Yeah, the 5 Nights at Freddy 2 toy
What's going on?
Foxy.
This is a thing! How do I make him not...
Ghosts of the past. Go in the present.
Go away!
Play the audio, maybe?
Oh, so you gotta fix the audio devices. Okay. I might die when I pull this camera back down? Jeez. It's, alright. It was Mangle. I like Mangle, by the way.
Yeah, Mangle's
I don't know what
pretty
the deal
alright.
with Mangle is. I still haven't played the second game.
Basically, Mangle... Yeah. Should I explain it or should KaL
explain
it?
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
You care more about the characters than I do, to be perfectly honest.
Because I'm a major nerd for robots, but actually have little desire to play these games because it seems kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mangle.
Tentatively know the law.
Mangle is actually the Five Nights at Freddy 2. You know, Five Nights at Freddy 2 has all the new toy robots.
Right, and Mangle is the version of Foxy. I knew that, but what's the deal with, like, how does it behave? What is it?
Apparently, with the whole story with Mangle is that it actually was a whole robot at one point, but then a bunch of pissed off kids pulled it apart or something, which is pretty impressive. Like, were those kids all the Hulk kid or something?
It's right there, yeah. You can just barely see it.
So then they just decided to leave it in parts for kids to put together as like a weird building toy thing, which is kind of funny because as someone who is admittedly a bit of a robotics nerd,
what if the audio system is meant to lure it?
Oh.
What if it's not? You're not supposed to use it when you see it. Maybe it's meant to draw it somewhere so that you can control it.
Also, we have some intel from the gun art. Should I read it out for you?
On Mangle or how to play this game?
Yeah, concerning the Mangle in the 3.
I'd rather not have that spoiled just yet because that's probably going to happen in the next few days. Yeah, so whenever you
no,
see that thing, you have to you have to look
He
away or
kills my
something. I'm
ventilation.
not sure.
Yeah,
Or it's a
not
warning that your
story-related, it's
ventilation
just
is broken. Aw, Freddy's there again.
It's a gameplay note, not
whatever.
a...
Alright,
So
so
what are
I'm
you gonna do?
gonna pull my camera up and probably die. I don't know. No?
Oh, hi, Mark.
This one just sits there. Or he's gonna kill me at some point. There he
Someone
goes. When you
description
try,
in the future, yeah.
maybe it's trying to, like, you gotta use the audio to lure him off, and then you can't because the audio's there, or whatever.
I think, yeah, once you know where he is, you can lure him to a different room using the audio, is what my theory is.
That sounds too easy, because you got, like, a lot of audio. That'll probably be the end of my attempts for now, because we're probably not going to get anywhere further with this.
You want to actually do another video when you've got the system or mechanics down?
Yeah,
or?
well, I will try and, work out the mechanics, or I'll cheat and just look it up, because, I think I've fairly well established that, it's not easy to just immediately figure out what the hell is going on.
This isn't like the first game either. That one had pretty basic mechanics. It was kind of easy to understand because they walked you through it.
Well, see, the first game was uncomplicated, and that let you min-max it pretty easily. The second one was designed to be min-maxed and was really suffered for it because it was really badly thought out. So this one, at least, appears to do kind of the opposite of that. It's actually like more of a game in that regard. Like, you're supposed to watch the cameras do something with the audio and also keep your systems running, and there's a bit more of a hide and seek element because it's clear that the animatronic is a little bit harder to spot. Like, he acts a lot like Freddy does in the first game, where you can just barely make out his eyes in, like, the different locations.
Right.
So, it's also kind of cute that he sort of stands like Freddy, but then sometimes he stands like Bonnie, from the first game. Rather than, just like... Okay, look, the second game's biggest problem was that you never looked at the cameras. I don't think you can play this one without looking at the cameras, because it seems like you need to do something with the audio with the cameras in order to stay alive.
I noticed there's a real back and forth. Like, you have to check the door at some point, obviously, or you have to reboot the system, so it forces you to look at the door.
Which makes you look at the door, and there's no door shut, so you have to have protected yourself before you do all that. But I don't know how to protect myself, so it's a little bit...
I assume, okay, the audio thing, I bet you lure it with that.
That seems to be... That's my instinct says that it's going to do that. But I'm wondering how it's supposed to work. And also you can shut all the vents, and so there's something related to shutting the vents.
Well, remember, the power dies on them. Like, maybe they each have their own independent power system, but you can't see it. So
I don't want to think anything's more complicated than it is, because I don't know how much this has under the hood. But, yeah. And yeah, you get hallucinations that kill your power systems for some reason. And there's no longer any timer to your game. You don't have a power bar at all. Seems like general impressions are that it's better than the second game. There's more to do, and you're not... I should probably stream the second game and just hate it the whole time, just so that you guys understand how much I hate this game. Thanks for watching this GC9x irregular stream.
Mode RGB.
Yeah, starring everyone who was here, and this game. Which, I do like this title screen as well. It's,
yeah,
it's a nice title screen. It's, yeah, it's got, like, this cool thing, because it's obviously, it's supposed to be set in a more modern period, so that's, nice. Also, the color scheme is back. The second game had a terrible palette. It was so bad. The first game had a nice, like, kind of kitsy, just, like, downplayed coloring scheme. Whereas the second game, again, was just like, you throw it together, it doesn't need to be good.
Yeah.
This game's got, like, much, obviously, green is the palette of choice here. And, it works pretty well. Alright, well, yes. Clocking out.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, clocking out.